And I wake up in... Yeah, no.
No, it was we were there. Just wanna look at you.
I'll dance.
Da-da.
Are you recording?
It's alright with me. Is this going to bleep as well? Da-da.
I'm just going to dance.
Da-da. Just wanna look at you.
And I know it's
Gonna be a lovely day.
lovely day.
There we
Lovely
go.
day.
Lovely day.
Woo.
There you go.
Oh, I've got to do it with
You're
Wolfy.
Good Morning Britain.
No.
Oh.
No. No.
Like the gospel edition.
No, maybe you, but not me.
No, why not?
No.
You could be, I don't know any of the presenters.
I'll be the songwriter.
Other than Piers Morgan, I don't know anybody else on Good Morning Britain. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't. We're not recording this, are we? Is this being recorded? This is being recorded right now. I don't know anyone else. Okay, I don't know anyone else on Good Morning Britain.
But don't call me Piers, so that's fine. he upsets a lot of people, so yeah.
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 He's not like Marmite, because people like Marmite.
No,
somewhere.
I don't like Marmite.
I don't.
But some people like
yeah.
Marmite, some people don't. But
Yeah.
yeah. Like yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Let's fly, sky high.
Hey, I'm Shireen from Visions TV Online, and I'm here with Wolfy, and I'm very excited that I'm here with him. And I love his hair, and I said that to him last time I loved his hair, and I still love your hair.
Thank you.
No problem. Last time you said, I asked my audience what colour they wanted me to have.
Yeah.
So you need to tell that story.
Okay, so it was time for me to redo my hair. I put a poll on my Instagram and I went and said, do I go red or do I go blue? And quite frankly, everyone went red and I was like, I don't know, you know. So I did put it up again. One of my friends did comment and say, this isn't like the referendum. We're not having a revote. So because red won. Again, red became victorious.
You have to
so
give the people what they want.
yeah, so it went red.
Yes.
I know the next colour it's going. I'm keeping that to myself.
Is it purple? 'Cause that's my favourite colour.
Well, it is. It's going like a darkish reddish purple next.
Ooh.
Like, you know, for the winter months. But that's not till a couple of months' time. So we'll be all right.
Might be matching by then, maybe.
You never know. Never know. Just be good look. Hey, man. I'm all for it.
So how are you, Wolfie? What's going on? What's new? What's old?
What's new? Well, I finished recording my new EP.
Okay.
It was coming out in September. It's going to be called Chapters. Available on all musical download platforms. That's Chapters, Dimitri Wolf from Macintosh. No, that shameless plug there. But yeah, and really excited to finish that. And it's just really about the whole journey in terms of life and really different things that I think will stick out for different people, really. There's one spoken word on there called Success, one called Diversity, one called My City, a song called Abba Father that you guys saw me perform live at Unveiling 2019.
Yes.
That really was about my relationship with God and really sitting down and thinking, what does it mean for God as an Abba Father? And that track is really a response, I guess. I really wanted the thought process behind that of my response rather than, so it's written from that point of view rather than so it's not written for a church or for a congregation or a sing-along. It's written for me. And I hope it connects with several people, and I hope that several people out there love it, but it is really a real personal response. And I guess being an artist, it's that vulnerability of you are pouring yourself out there, and it's being tangible to so many people, and tangible in which through the craft that we have, sharing God's love and sharing ourselves and allowing people in was really difficult. But yeah. Got real deep then, didn't it?
Interesting. So that's about your like more personal
Yeah.
kind of vibe there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I love it when artists say, because I'm not an artist, but I do love it when people say, oh, I wrote this for the church, or it's a big production song. However, it can just be, written, and like can be also sung in churches as well. So I do love when artists say that, because I kind of understand it. But this one you're saying it's for yourself. And
Yeah.
I completely get that, because I do like writing songs as well. And I think it's all important to really like talk about and then what you're going through, and to be able to give that light to other people, like literally. So that's amazing in itself.
Yeah.
Yes, so Abba Father, that's exactly what that's about, which is amazing. So also, can you tell me what the most exciting thing has been so far this year? Like what has happened, like what has really been exciting moments for you?
Wow, I really got to think about this. I guess it's the young people that I work with outside of work. I work for a college in central London, and I guess seeing really how they've developed and how they've matured. And I guess it's cliched, because when you work with young people, it's really, you see the ups and downs, but I guess really seeing and learning the lessons from the generation coming up. I really want to say how the media, we only really see about and hear about their reaction rate of how violence is involved.
Yeah.
But I'm privileged enough to see how encouraging, how warm, and I guess how more open their generation is compared to my generation. I'm only 27, and I run open mics at work, and I get to mentor with a really great team at work, and we get to work with so many individuals, as well as coaching through sports and meeting different young people, and seeing their generation is also warm, and it's inviting, and they're opening, and they're nurturing. And I think a lot of that doesn't get told, a lot of that doesn't get shown, and I think that's a real shame, because we are in a time where we focus on the bad.
Yeah.
We're in a time where that's what gets proclaimed, that's what gets shown, that's what gets vocalized. And how often do you get told that you're good or that you're great?
Yeah.
I'm not always the best at it myself. Like, I'll put my hands up, but I'm not. Sometimes even when I'm talking about myself or when I'm talking about others, I might not always pick it up. That's how I've been raised and the culture I've always been part of. But to see their generation, and their generation is different, we have much to learn from them as much as they have to learn from us. So that's been really amazing to witness that this year.
Yeah, and also even here, like we're here to promote you, tell you how great you are.
Thank you.
Because you are, and obviously that you're doing so many things outside of like your artistry as well, which is fantastic as well. So it's nice to hear about what you're actually doing. What's the next plan in the next few months? Have you got anything else coming up that we need to know about?
Like I said, my EP is coming out in September. I got more videos coming out on like topical issues, or like I'm asking, like coming up with more little quirky things, asking people. So on Friday on my Instagram, I went and asked the question of, or more like a suggestion, I guess, of what was your favorite part of the week, and tell that to someone. And more things like that, I guess, of more social things in which you can break down a barrier and go and tell someone, oh, what's your favorite moment? Or tell someone that's done something really great for you this week that they have. Because how often do we do that? We go to work, or we do an activity, we go home.
That kind of just break from the norms.
Yeah. And I think I'm a person that believes in community, like in all aspects of things. But how often do we try and venture out in that?
Yeah.
Like the old school one of your parents raising you, telling you, see that elderly lady down there? Yeah. You know, every morning you have to wave to her. I don't know who she is. It doesn't matter if you know who she is, you have to wave to her. It's like, okay. And still trying to keep that practice alive, and still trying to keep those things alive, and embody those things and empower those things into other people, really.
Excellent. I like getting to know you. I like speaking to you. Also, like, I want to know about, because I know in some of your performances you howl, don't you?
Yeah.
So, like, because your name's Wolfy, obviously, but I want to know a bit about where that name came from. Can you tell us a bit about that? So,
growing up as a kid, I kind of felt like, at times, like the lone wolf. Like, it's always been an animal that I've guessed embodied and felt a resemblance to in terms of a nature and an identity, and really then becoming a Christian, they're no part of a pack. There's more than one of you, but then still there is that solitude of that is your independent relationship with Christ. My first ever tattoo is a wolf howling at the moon with a cross. For me, it symbolizes my worship towards God. It is the howl, it is a song. With the moon in its fullest moment of heights, of the almost of the light coming down, shining upon it. And I think for me, that's what it is. It's always been something that I resonate with. That's the word I was looking for. That's something that I've always resonated with, and it's just always clicked. And then over time, it's just like, oh, Wolfy. It's like, yeah, and that's it, really. Yeah. And I remember watching a documentary by Attenborough himself on BBC when I think I was like 9. My mum popped out to the shop watching Attenborough at 9, and he's talking about wolves and how wolves are and what they do for the pack, and how each wolf has a job, and how the strongest of the pack stays behind, because then that way they can oversee what's going on in case of anything's in danger, and how the howl isn't just to make noise, it's for communication and so things like that. And I'm just like, okay.
It's a lot of layers, a lot of dimensions.
Yeah, and I really like that.
Like, what's your thoughts about tattoos and Christians? Does it go together?
So for me, they do, because each of my tattoos are a symbol towards my relationship with God. And for me, the reason why I have them is because of that. Before I became a Christian, I didn't have a tattoo.
Okay.
I didn't have any.
Wow.
I got my first tattoo when I was 20, and each one of them, there's a symbol and a reason behind them. It's like one of them is a treble clef leading into a heart shape. For me, it's a heart of worship.
Yeah.
Or a compass, the Lord is my direction.
Yeah.
I have a pocket watch, what says 6:30. I'm born on the 7th of June, but the pocket watch is because his love is timeless. I've got the angel Gabriel. My gran taught me to church. The angel Gabriel is the angel of the message. So for me, there's different reasons behind it. I also understand why some people have different views on it and why some people don't. I think it's also in the Bible, if I'm not mistaken, it mentions that about piercings and things like that. And I think it's also understanding the time, and I'm not discarding why it's there and when it's relevant. I'm not a major theologian, and I think it always comes down to the heart and the reasoning for why you're doing it. But for me personally, in my relationship with God, I can wholeheartedly say the reason why I've done it. I think whatever it may be, or whatever symbol it may be, whether you wear a cross around your neck, whether you wear a crucifix, or whatever it is, it's tangible to your relationship with God. And I think that comes down to your uniqueness. And that's what it is. Our relationship with God is down to our uniqueness of what it is. And I think we can have a view on it, but we can't necessarily judge that, because at the end of the day, it's down to us and God. And I think as long as you can wholeheartedly say your reasoning for that, and as long as, like, in terms of tattoos, none of them I haven't woken up and gone, oh, I'm just going to go and do this today. It's like, no, there's been deliberation and thought, and it's bizarre because I've always known where I was going to get them. Like recently, I've got one on my leg, and it's a dream catcher with mountains around it, and that's new in the time that I've seen you. I should have said that, yeah. And for me, it's a reminder, because when I completed my first EP, Arise, I was a bit like, so I've done an EP now, and I've always said I wanted to do one. I don't know what I do now. Oh, okay. And I was a bit like that for a while. And then it hit me of a reminder that, no, keep dreaming. At that point, I was like 25, and I was like, keep dreaming. You're young enough, and it doesn't matter your age, keep dreaming. And that my name means lover of earth. Okay. And I wanted to embody that, and I knew where it was, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm not going to get it there because it's going to really hurt. I went, no, but I wanted to do that, and I knew what it was, and I prayed and went, okay, this is what I would get, and this is where I would get it. But the reminder of that is because for me, in my relationship with God, it's to keep dreaming. It's not to be idle on it, and it's to keep dreaming and creating. And through keep dreaming and creating, I've now managed to go and do my second EP. So I would say whatever it may be, and whatever symbol it is, if you feel it's right, as long as it's not something of what offends others or is detrimental to you, then I'm for it, really.
Can you tell everyone where we can find All About Wolfy?
Yes, you can find me on.
You can look into my.
I can do this now.
You can now. Yes.
I can do them deep, meaningful eyes. Hi, no, I'm joking. You can find me on YouTube as Dimitri Wolfy Macintosh, on Instagram as Wolfy Mac Music, on Twitter as Wolfy Mac Music, and on Facebook as Dimitri Wolfy Macintosh. And I believe that's all of it.
Thank you.
And guys, I just want to thank these guys here at Visions TV for allowing me this opportunity. Thank you.
No problem. You're more than welcome.
Hey, thank you.